Thundertalk continuing to take shots over towards him, trying to see if they can find those angles. Kara right now in between them and Arena. Just Marceau here remaining for the squad. Has nades to work with.
See what you can do. Arena reluctant to go for the pushes, but they've got 2 nades cooking. Okay, Sakura's molly able to tag him on. Gets the burn down. That is going to be Kara down. But again, they've done enough. They don't need to do any more unless they want to chunk out some more of that prize money, which of course is a tasty treat. But it's most sights set on the finals. DRX trying to move up, control the Mad Bulls on their descent. The Mad Bulls really haven't profited from the top of Everest in the way that maybe they'd have liked to here, Blank. But they are up now 2 points on the game. They get shut down on the descent though.
Yeah, it's given them some place to stay though, which is the main thing. I think Mad Bulls would have struggled if not for that. But this descent, like you say, came a little bit too late. I think that it was very unlikely for it to head all the way to the top of Everest, but a good push from Mad Bulls down the hill. This is an instantaneous retreat here. And there's some support coming through.
Oh, I think there's another flush coming on in. Alpha 7, I think, busted down to just the 1 player. Thundertalk, by the way, flexed out. They've gone up the side of Everest. They want a piece of this fight. They want to try and jump up back into first place to end things out. We'll see if they're able to do it. Alpha 7 do fall. They get up to 107 total on their game. Should still be enough to keep them ticking over. We'll see what more they can do. The Wolves, who are behind, still on 2 players. Not quite close enough to be worrisome right now. Another shutdown over towards APG in the meantime, though, as DRX are starting to mount their bid for that 7th place spot. With the Wolves falling by the wayside, this is their opportunity.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is DRX's game to get it done right and lock in another one of those positions. They're able to get a chicken dinner on this match. It's done. So they will lock in that position. Unfortunately for them, the circle moves out towards that western side, giving a lot of opportunity for more points for DXavier, another team on the chase. So we could be locking things in really early here, John. It depends how well this escape, this exit is for DRX.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Finally, one goes down. It's Lambo to be able to pick that one up. OG eliminated in the meantime. They couldn't survive as a solo there on the roadside. The DRX now under heavy fire from the top of the mountain. This flex out from Thundertalk has caused them so much trouble.
Yeah, I think for Thundertalk, it was a very smart decision to push up the hillside here because they had a massive amount of cover to work with. Wolves right now looking to get ahead of the guys from DRX, but it's not meant to be. It's another well-placed grenade from R8. Will push R8 even further up the tables. DRX send in, but it's just 1 player and he will be taken out fairly short in order. That's so easy down. Ida takes a knock, but should be able to be rezzed back up again.
It's just now 1 player left on the back lines for DRX, really. There's nothing more doing. They know he's in the hills somewhere, just the question of where. Prestige is on the hunt. He's scanning that horizon. Oh, goodness me. That is going to be a nasty situation for QXZ to find himself in. And right next to Thundertalk 2, King is there rolling down, spots him, darts out the way. QXZ looks for the challenge, but it is going to be 1 out in the end by Thundertalk. But up steps R8 as he gets the knock back in response. And I don't think Thundertalk are going to be able to reclaim that player. That might be them done and dusted, actually, as they lost their downstairs partners.
Yeah, I think so. And Thundertalk, if you told me that Thundertalk would be in 3rd place at the end of yesterday, I don't think I would have, well, at the start of yesterday, I don't think I would have believed you at all. But I think that it is crazy how much of a good performance R8 has been able to put up, as well as Kara. I mean, I had a lot of hopes for R8 coming into this tournament at the beginning, and it's really nice to see that they've been one of the few exceptional teams throughout every single day. Yes, Kara had like the most incredible performance on day 2, but R8 has just been steady, consistent through day 1, day 2, and day 3, and it is paying off now as they catch up to Kara and maybe even pass them in this game.
Ooh, shut down there coming through. DXavier looking to keep things under control now. R8 with a massive elim total here. The full 14 that could potentially try and crash into the north side of this DXavier position. They've only got 3 elims on that middle spot, so we'll see what they can do. Rack up some more. A good first pickup. Looking for more damage. They're able to do quite a lot on the approach, and the hop out from Paragin feels so much more. They've been able to shred through the health bars here, and Nate all too happy to receive them. Open arms to the elimination tally of DXavier, and this is how you make your bid for it. E-Arena trying to third party, but there's nothing to third party on anymore. There's nothing being done to DXavier on this hold. Lambor's isolated, sure, but with only 2 players on in the intro, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, an incredibly speedy cleanup coming from DXavier there. And this is massive news for DXavier, just on the cusp of getting in towards that top 7. This could be the game to overtake both Wolves and DRX and gaining a spot in towards those finals. E-Arena make their way up. For APG, for Refus, this is a case of a 2nd place for him, ideally. But even so, this is more reputation on the line as opposed to getting into the finals, I would say, for APG.
I think E-Arena may have jumped the gun on going in for this one. I mean, the circle out to the west side, it's not unlikely that it leaves the compound on the next one. With 3 players, they could have established a baseline across the road, played some of the divots, some of the ridge lines. They tried to commit for a third party, and now they're just going to be taken down one by one to these nades. DXavier have 12 nades on side blank.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I think that for that comment about saying that E-Arena jumped the gun, I don't think they did. I think they went as fast as they could on this third party. The problem is the speed at which DXavier dealt with 4 players. That's where things go down. And Refus will just take a tumble. I mean, he had to move out from the blue. And now it's DXavier 4-man versus 1. Technically, yes.
Might be the right play, but it's not going to happen either way. An immediate shutdown as DXavier close us out. I think they got up to 9 eliminations there, Blank. A 19-point game in such an important position. DXavier are going to be happy, but with 2 more matches left to play, it's still not over.
Not just yet, but we are getting in towards the totals where teams are getting close to locking things down. For APG, like I said, reputation's sake is on the line, and they're not doing bad, all things considered. Today, it looks a lot better than it did over the last 2 days, that's for sure. For DXavier, though, fantastic stuff. DRX still battling for that top side, but that is a difficult circle to play, and DRX definitely gets given the middle right there, and it's just an easy compound to play from. So much open space around it. It's fairly easy to nade out the garage. It's not the one you hold.
And another big game from R8 as well. That's now 2 in a row. They've had a big impact on Blank. They are really charging it up towards
with this team, which is great to see, especially Niptro, because he was using an AKM, which normally isn't the AR meta. So it's good to see an AKM popping off in a PMGC lobby.
For them, they're not going to make it to top 7, but it's nice to see them, fight a little bit more now that pressure's off. We had some decent rotations from them. A little bit up to see them, full send if they want to really send on to DXavier there, but they still grab a decent 13 points, which is really nice for them. But that attention's got to go back onto DXavier. 20 points total. Nice even 10 and 10 for placement points and eliminations. And then R8 at this point don't need to do a thing, and they were still raring to go for that win. 15 points on the board for them.
Yeah.
They're not backing down anytime soon.
They don't need the points. They're just flexing.
They don't.
You know what? Kara, Thunder Talk, we're catching up. Maybe they can be first place. And I'm telling you, man, the Arabic casters right now on that stream, they are popping off. They must be out of their minds, Hot Tricks, for once seeing a team from MENA dominating globally like this, on this scale, on this level. It has almost never been seen before, so R8 deserve kudos for that, because that is unprecedented for the MENA region.
Heck, they better be going off right now, because, I mean, this is the first time we are in the Gauntlet.
We're doing so well at the start now, are looking a little bit more average than they used to be.
Yeah, but, okay, hang
They're
on.
first.
Whoa, they are first by 3 points.
Yep.
And Thunder Talk slip into 2nd place, so they're not in that 3rd position, right? So they're good. They're tied with Kara, but there's no problem there. That's fine. They can fight amongst themselves.